Last year, Rory Quinn Cycles pledged to campaign against any increase in third-level fees. Over 15,000 students in Ireland voted for him. Now that he's elected, he seems to have turned his back on students and his promise.
That's why we need you, the students, to come out and march tomorrow, meeting in the Atrium at 12:30. See you there.
All I have to say is, please don't grow trees.
True words never spoken. Cheers, Darren.
Cheers. Like, they're a pain in the ass, to be honest, pardon the bluntness. But the fact is, we're students, alright? We're not someone working 80-hour a week, pulling in 200 grand a year. Yeah, we're having enough trouble paying the fees. Hell, I'm scraping together enough money just to go out tomorrow. Bringing my girlfriend to Katie Carey. I've been working for 3 weeks to cover it. All because I have to save up to cover these fees. And also, grant cuts. Was it the fact that they're reviewing every single case? It's going to make it so much harder to cover the fees. To be honest, it's just, I'm not a person to support the rise. I'll protest it in a few weeks anyway. Thank you.
I think it's a little bit mad, like other people were saying, we're going to end up like the States, the rich will get rich and the poor are going nowhere. It's all well and good if people have parents or family members who will pay for college, but some of us, like myself, don't. I get a grant at the moment. Okay, it's my final year, but like, if I hadn't had that grant from the start, I wouldn't have been going anywhere. I would have had to get a job straight out of school, and I always wanted to go to college, so like, I feel sorry for the people who can't. Like, there are people that I know who are in school and want to go to college, want to do masters, want to get their degrees and on, and they genuinely aren't going to be able to.
As a peer mentor, we have first years, and a lot of them have said if the fees go up, they will not be able to return to college. Last year, my first year group, we lost 15 students, didn't come back this year because the fees went up. Another hike in fees will mean students will not be able to come back to education, and that is just disgraceful for this country.
I believe a restructured set of fees could benefit the country in the long run.
I think it's absolutely shocking, and it flies in the face of everything that we learn in here in terms of economics. Government should be spending more on education in this recessionary times so that we can grow our way out of the problems that we have. And really, at this stage, what they should be doing is incentivising people to stay in college longer, get better educated, so that we have the talents and the skilled pool in this country to pull us out of this recession.
Well, that's not on. The government promised that the fees wouldn't go up, and now they're talking about bringing them up to 5,000, and you'll see a drop out in college students next year of around 50%.
I mean, students can barely afford to come to college as it is.
Marty, what's your view on the fees increase?
That's it. It's $2 grand, but still, I'm struggling to pay that myself.
Well, I think it's kind of ridiculous because it shouldn't be any fees, and that's not fair enough to students. And like, we're only college students, so it shouldn't be raised at all. That's just not fair enough.
Well, in one sentence, it's probably just a load of arse. Like, most of my friends when I talk to them, they're like, well, I can't come back next year. You know, like, I don't have the money to pay for it. Didn't have the money to pay for it this year, so it's a load of arse.
It's ridiculous. If they put the fees up, people are going to just leave college and just keep on the dole.
They are killing the youth. We're being strangled with this registration fees increase. Hi, government.
How do you feel about the government's proposal to raise the registration fee this year in the forthcoming budget?
It's an absolute joke.
Why?
Just, students have very little money as it is. I barely can afford my lunch every day. And
that's true.
Currently, after €2,000, there are people who cannot afford it and have been dropping out of college since September.
Very angry because I won't be able to afford to come to college, and in this country we're supposed to be able to have a free education, but how are we supposed to pay for it if, you know, there's no money out there, there's no jobs, we can't do anything.
I mean, people's financial situations at the moment obviously aren't amazing. So like, how are they supposed to use the smart economy to their advantage if people can't afford to go to college? Like, I was talking to this guy who's supposed to be in his final year, but he actually just could not afford to go back, which is such a shame. Because how are we supposed to like progress and get out of this absolute disastrous mess that we're in right now if people can't like educate themselves and move forward? Like, I think it's an absolute joke, to be honest with you.
If you feel like the way all the rest of us are feeling, meet us at the Atrium at 12:30, where we're going to go for a march on Parnell Square at 1 o'clock.